Apologies for the drop in the stream there. I'm not sure what happened, but hopefully we caught the end of that game. Guys are just getting set up. You can see rocks. I shall be back momentarily. What's happening here? Let me see. Interesting. Not really sure. Oh, I think the camera's moved slightly. Bear with me. So, camera had moved slightly, but there we go. Dom is going to be player 1. So, let's do that. So the guys are just getting set up. While they're doing that, I'm just going to go pop out for 1 second. Hello. I have returned. There we go. Get over scan. Okay. Okay. Okay, so just getting up and running now. I no idea which number of bends is which just yet, so I'm just gonna set numbers. I think it might be. And the timer is going. So this is where I'm going to struggle to keep up with the system phase when Dom starts to do things. So I'm just going to find, when I find out on account which numbers are which. So this one is number 3. So starting with that. So we already see Ben doing a very similar. One second. Sorry, I just had to check the barrel rolls were red. We may have missed that in the last game actually, but no, we did red barrel roll there. It's not a problem. That's number 2, and that is number 4. Andrea's sliding in behind. Okay. Let's get those neaten up a bit. There we go. And later just staying around at Venny. I'm getting slagged off in there. Alright, sorry, just to go set something straight. I am back. And Jason says he's going to start charging me for the logo. He's already given it to me, therefore he doesn't get the option to do that. Ha! It's fine. Okay, so Dom's setting up down the bottom flank. And we've got Ben. I'm not sure what his game plan is here. I'm not even sure if Dom is happy to joust. Hold on a second, I'm going to check something else. No, they're having conversations about things I need to be involved in, but it's fine. Okay, let's try and focus on the game a bit more. Nice to see many people viewing. Give us a shout in the chat. Let us know what you think. Dobbs ring list has been running a few times. So it is the very tanky Venny. Trajectory Examiner, C3PO, Ray, Veteran Turret Gunner, Seismic Charges and Proton Bombs. Lulo Lampire with Heroic, and Bastion with N98 Integrated S-Files, who Bastion has locked onto Venny. And Ben is running the 3 locks, all with Veteran Turret Gunner and Dorset turrets. And Drea, obviously to give the rerolls, and she has a Dorset turret also. That's number 2. That's number 3. And that's number 4, unless I'm very much mistaken. And Drea will slot in behind. It's really good flying from bed with this list. It's really impressive to see how close up he gets in the manoeuvres. So Lulu doing the one hard. And barrel roll, looks like. Give the option to come around the outside of that, in left hand side of that debris. And the boost. Getting stressed, but in the position she's in, gives her a flanking option. She's got green hard turns. She's not too worried about it. Blue hard turns, apologies. She's not worried about it. So I think we will get the trajectory sim seismic charge here from Dom. Seems like it would be the sensible choice. He has options of either of those obstacles. So just seeing him get in position. Looks like Dom is happy to go for the joust here. Seems like Ben in as well. Means one of them is possibly wrong, but I'm not sure Ben realizes quite how tanky that ship is. I think he's going to try and take it out straight away, which is possible. But Ben a little bit unsure as to what else to do. Dom will try and engage and just have one ship shooting at him if he can, I think. Lulu been able to flank and get on the same target. I mean, 10 health. There's a fair chance that he can take one out. It's not easy. 9 health I know you can do. Gives the Y-Wings with an extra shield upgrade you can do. So the six hull 3 shields you can take away. With all 3 ships of Dom's shooting, it can happen. So the seismic is going to try and get that option, if he can, to take out one of those shields from at least one of the locks, potentially a couple. Does it one forward. Because of the distance of where that bomb is going to go, either of the top 2 obstacles are probably not going to hit Veni when they explode. And that is a rare. I'm surprised that he's done the 2 bank there. I would have thought the 2 forwards to sit behind, but he wants to keep the arc, obviously. Still get a shot. Okay. And Ben now deciding which of his to miss first. He's going with number 3. Ooh. Banging the table a bit. That's alright. So unless he rolls, he's going to take that obstacle. So he's probably going to do that. Just sit there, I think, and take the focus. Or he has the risk of blocking number 4 when it turns in. So Ben just debating the action on number 3. Takes a focus. Is he going to go on another obstacle for about the 6th time today? No. Sits in every side. Again, nice flying. If he makes it, he does. Takes a focus action. Number 2 just sliding in behind. Again, probably just going to focus. Dre going to sit it behind, granting those rerolls, taking a focus herself, one would have thought. Nice to see you all joining us for the final round. Should be a bit of a bloodbath this match, I think. So Lilo with the 3 bank. I expect the focus boost. Boost giving Lilo the stress she wants. And it looks like it's an unobstructed shot on number 3, so I highly expect all 3 of them. That's a dangerous choice to choose. So Dom okay that Lilo loses shield. Number 3 loses shield. There's 2 and 3. So Lilo range 2 to number 3. Looks like all pain. Spend a focus for 3 hits. Three damage into number 3. So that's all shields gone. So Drea shooting. So Drea is going to get her shots onto Venny. It looks like. Looks like that's going to be Ben's target for the turn. So rain 3 onto Venny. There you go. Ben misunderstanding the rules there. When you're measuring your ranges, you can only do it for the active ship attacking. So he can only measure with Drea. The reason that she can measure out of time is because when the other ships are attacking, you need to know if she's in range for her ability to trigger. So 2 hits. 2 natural evades, so no damage of any then. Okay. So Venue at range 2 into number 3. Reroll M98. So there's the option to spend 2 calculate tokens to get 2 hits on number 3. Hey Ian, nice to see you there, good man. So I can't see what the damage is. Just take 1. That's number 3, and then Veteran Turret Gunner triggers. M98 reroll. Spends will calculate to get 2 hits. 2 damage onto the lock, leaving 3 health on number 3. And then Bastion to see if he can change the lock. Not range 1 to 2, so Bastion cannot use his ability. So when a ship at range 1 to 2 takes a damage of Bastion, he may acquire a lock. He gets 1 hit. 1 hit? So it looks like he evaded that one. So now it's to see. So it's 3 left on lock number 3 as I've got. And now we've got all the shots come in potentially onto Venny. Venny's got a force token and 1 calculate. He will be able to grant an eyeball result for every shot that comes into him in the turret arc due to his ability. But that's why I ran him as a. So we've got number 4 first onto Venny. Primary attack. So Drea reroll from there. She knows in range. Spend the focus for 3 hits into Venny. So guess the eyeball. Spend Ray and spend the calculate to take 1 shield. So now, unfortunately, Venny is tokenless, so he's just going to weather the rest of the attacks. So 2 dice. Dorsal turret from number 4. Drea reroll gets 2 hits. No hits, sorry. Number 3, primary range 2. Spend the focus for 3. So it takes 3. So it's 2 shields and a hole. There's a lot of damage going into Venny. It's not good. Veteran Turret Gunner. Drea reroll. 2 hits. No evades. So 2 more damage. So that was already half points on Venny. So number 2.
Number 2 on to Vinny. I think this might be range 3 because he's out.
So range 3 shot.
So just primary.
So primary.
Drea reroll.
Guess the reroll. I'm not sure if there's a crit in there. There's 3 hits and no evades. So it's 3. Oh no. That was a direct hit. So that's. Oh, Venny on 2. The damage sensor is not great. Oh dear, that was painful. Wow. That is a very. Some lucky dice rolls, but it was good positioning. Ben did what he needed to do. It turns out that the joust is better for the Lock Rodents over Venny, it seems. Ow. Faceplate. Yeah, just relining things up. I think we're all pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, Venny's gonna have to do a job to try and block here, I think, and try and get in the way. Otherwise, he's only got the 2 health left. Gonna have to try and help Bastion and Ludo do something. So Dom did a pretty good engagement with it, where only 2 of the veteran turret gunners can trigger because the other one's range 3. I'm surprised that Ben did not do the veteran turret gunner against Lulo number 3, because he should have arc. Possibly going to remember that now, I'm not sure. Those are 2 really competent players playing a really tough game, so they both had some difficult games already. And we saw Ben playing earlier, he played really well against Chris. We saw Dom in round 1. No, we didn't. I've lost track. Maybe we saw him going on, apologies. No, we saw Phil in round 1. But Dom now just struggling about what to do with Venny, which I can completely understand. Very, very rarely they meant to damage into Venny. So, I mean, that's a good chunk. 2 more hits and that's 106 points for Ben. For his 2, for an X-Wing and an A-Wing to try and pull that back is really, really tough. Absolutely, loads of damage into Venny that round. Way more than Dom expected to take. Well, that's what happens sometimes, those dice do go through. Damage just sneaks in. So both guys understandably taking some time over the dials, because this turn is absolutely crucial. You've got to get this right to get the engagement they need for the next turn. So you guys, what would you be doing? What do you think your position would be in this turn? I mean, for me, I'm pretty sure where Venny is taken again. Yeah, I agree, Jason. It's definitely something I've been trying to squeeze in here. What have you changed then? What have you lost to gain the pattern analyzer from this list? Because there's something you got to go. So it's going to throw the proton bomb in the middle. Both a bit flustered from the initial engagement, I think. Yeah, so they're going to sit it there. Gonna have to mark the ships out of the way to get the bomb in the right place. They're both so replace that. I think that's a proton bomb. It's hard to tell with the new proton bombs. So is he going with the? He has gone with the 2 hard away. Interesting choice. So with the damage sensor array, he's got to take the focus action. Unfortunately, not having the option to calculate. So he's going to clear the S-foils. Ray to page. Okay. Interesting. Oh, interesting. I'm going to just look along some lines of something similar. I know Cormac Higgins has been running something similar to that as well. Seven, 3 doing a 2 hard to the left. Going after Lulo, looking for that block. And the interesting is if he'd gone the other way with the bomber, he would have blocked number 3, which could have been an interesting event, but it still would have been shots on the bomber. The bomber probably would have died, but we'll see what's going to happen here. I think Lulo is going to turn a 3 bank towards the top of the screen. But that is number if I know Dom, I should say. But we shall see. Ben trying to dodge the arc with that one there. Yeah, I mean it's definitely a good call on Ray. It's a lot of points for it. It's having that force charge available to you is interesting. So I don't know yet. Something I'm looking at certainly. So Ben covering his options here with number 2 coming down with the 1 bank into Bastion. Trying to finish off that bomber, I'm guessing. Takes the focus token. And number 4 is possibly going to bump straight into Venny, it looks like. Yeah. So no action from number 4. May even bump his own ship on the side, but I don't think so. It'd be a trick of the bomber's tail. So he's going to see with the advantage template if he can advantage the little wiggle room between the templates, if Ben can actually fit in behind the bomber. So just lift the bomber out of the way. There we go. Let's see, can he sit it in there? No, does it go? No, it's going to hit the nub. They worked out, so they're going to bump into the bomber. So they're going to put it all back. And then line it up there. So it means there is going to be a range 1 shot onto Bastion from that shot. Yeah, definitely agree, Geese. There are definitely both advantages to both versions. I'm interested as to why Paige. I have to remind me what she does. I can't remember. I used to use her when I had Ray. Oh, that's you spin a result to get a lock. I remember. Okay, so Nora just slots in behind, right on a bomb. So Nora's going to take a focus action. What has Lilo done? Has Lilo turned away? Yeah. I'm wrong about how she turned away, but just to focus rotate, stay stressed. See. Thank you for that, Juice. I'd forgotten. So
number 2 and number 4.
Drea 2 and 4, I'll take a shield.
Number 4. Yeah. Shield drop.
Got things in the wrong place.
Okay, so we do that first. Yeah. Straight to them.
Should be right, I think. 2 damage. On number 3.
Yeah.
At least the damage on that one is right, so there's 1 left on number 3.
Okay, so Drea's going to go into Benny.
So Drea to Veni, range 2, I think. 2 hits. Spend Ray to evade everything. So Veni's alive for now. Still got 1 more lock to shoot at him though.
That's the only one that's going to be able to shoot Benny. It's probably going to kill Benny. It's probably going to kill Benny.
So just discussing is that number 2 is the only one able to actually shoot Veni, because the other one, number 4 is bumped and number 3 is pointing the wrong way. So Dom nudging ships.
Yes.
So 2 dice into number 3. It's 2 hits. Just number 3 gone. So yeah, take the number away, knowing he is dead. So not in the bullseye arc, so 2 dice range, 3 dice at range 1, sorry, into the lock.
Yes.
Yeah. So 2 shields down on that one, so. So not spending the focus. 2 damage onto that one. So shield's gone. Okay. So yeah, number 4 can shoot Bastion, and number 2 can shoot Veni, whichever you choose to go with first. Let's get number 4. So range into Bastion with the Drea reroll. No other tokens, but he does have the Veteran Turret Gunner, so they got a lot of shots in. So 3 hits. Two evades, lose 1 shield. Nice Bastion. So Veteran Turret Gunner, the dorsal turret into Bastion, gets a Drea reroll for 2 hits. Spend the focus, take no damage. Bastion's just gonna go, no, I can still be here. I'm alive. I don't want to die. Let's go. Range 1 into Veni now. I think that's going to be a dead Veni. Yeah. Take no damage. That is the focus gone. So next roll, 3 dice, range 1, Drea reroll. Can Veni live? Gets just the 1, so the bomber will live 1 more turn. Veni takes 1 damage, so Veni is alive on 1 health. We have used a bomb of each, I think. 1, 2, yeah. Oh wow, that was close.
That's 1 down, and that's got shields gone. All the shields gone. Both of us have lost 1 shield. That's the only lost 1 shield.
Oh, I got something wrong there. Apparently that's that. Okay. Veni's so lucky to get away with that though, with the not having the actions to be able to do anything but focus. Seemed to work out well there in the end. What's it mean with Bastion and Lulo both stressed? It's a difficult turn for Dom. We've got still a lot of health in those locks. Dom debating his target priority of going for the damage over and try and take away the locks, or whether to go for Drea. Now, I'm not sure what the right option is. He's not sure what the right option is. However, the amount that Ben has been rolling with Drea rerolls throughout the day, I think the Drea rerolls to go away was the better one. The better one can go for. Sorry, I had to mute the mic because somebody shouted from out there. There's something rather comical that cannot be on stream. Okay. They think I might have shouted on the mic, which I didn't. Hold on 1 second. I think you will. Well, I don't know, because with the bomb drop, just to go with Juice's comment there, if you drop the bomb, it's a difficult place for Bastion to go. Where does he go? I mean, you can't K-turn. But you're right. I do think that they do need to both disengage and return. But if you do that, that allows the Skirgs to get around and turn around and get Dre around and have those options. Just Venny just dies. The Seismic doesn't catch any of those obstacles. The Proton on the one bank down is probably the best bet. So then if they, or the two hard up actually, to the Bomber's left, so towards Ben. I say just a 3 straight from Bastion, try and clear that stress and boost away maybe, because the Westfalls are still closed. Lulo too hard to the right, boost around again to try and get back and help the Bomber. That would be my call, but I think the too hard does go over the obstacle, denies actions which you're not going to have anyway. He could one hard, it's a red maneuver, but one hard, dropping a bomb, I think might hit himself. I'm not 100% sure on that because I haven't actually looked at it, which is a silly thing, but I haven't. Cool, I'm glad we agree. But I know it's a very difficult spot for him to be. I mean, he's got to try and preserve Bastion Lulo, as you say. Try and keep that health up. And use Venny in this last turn probably of being alive to get as much damage output as he can. I mean, the fact that he's removed one of the locks is certainly helpful. Just got to see what he can do. It's definitely difficult decisions. So there's a lot of thought going into these games from the guys. Obviously, they're both, as I said, they're both good players. Dom is known as Mr. 4 and 2. From big events, he tends to go 4 and 2 and not make cut, just by one game. And they're both second guessing themselves and trying to work out what's my opponent doing, what I'm doing. So we are going to drop a bomb. Looks like last proton bomb. Okay, let's take that off the. So I think Ben's probably seen this coming. He's probably get out of the way. So, but I think in this case it's probably still worth it. Let's go too hard that way. So, just going to try and work out the bump again. Okay, so both players agree on this. It has been a lot of thoughtful day, so a lot of mental strain going into trying to keep things. So Dom opting for the 2 bank. Just trying to see if he thinks he's in bomb range of his own bomb. I think he might be. So barrels to make sure he clears that along with the focus. So he will receive another stress because that's the linked action. So Ben checking which of us is going to do. So Ben has to be careful here because he's got to move things in the right order or he will bump himself up and land that bump. So he is going to take that bump. He may be able to barrel roll forwards, but then into the rear arc of Venny, whether he wants to do that or not, I think. But as he is an I3, he could do that. I'm just saying he can barrel roll, as I've just said, and give him a shot, but number 4 has got shields, so he's quite happy just to sit there and take a focus. And it's out of arc for Venny, so. Number 2 is just going to bump and sit on that bump. Okay, so just line it down. And Drea also going to go hunt Venny because that's where the points are.
He's got to do the damage whilst he can, right? So that bomb's doing 3 damage on the way out? Yeah.
1, 2, 3. That will be from the bomb. We know that's going to happen.
Bomb goes off, damage to everyone. So his last shield on Drea. Face up damage card on number 2.
Ooh, number 2. I've got that wrong. Number 2 takes a direct hit.
4 damage then. Hey. Go, Venny.
There we go. That's a bit better, I think. As far as the options. Interesting. Okay. So no shoot for Lila. And that's kind of important for Venny's ability as well. But Dre get a rage 2 into Venny. Spend raid to take no damage there.
Really make you work for this. We check with Venny.
No, Venny has no arc.
So we'll do the range 1 first.
So range 1 to try and finish off Venny. Primary 4 dice with a focus token and Drea reroll. The likelihood is that's just gonna hurt.
Drea reroll. Spend the focus.
Spend a focus to guarantee a dead Venny. Structure damage just for the final crit. Not that it matters. Yep, so Venny goes out of the way. Well, Bastion can lock Lula, that's certainly an option, but the other thing that Bastion can do is lock onto anything that's going to target him. and use his ability defensively. That means he can also use it when he attacks. Certainly something that he can do. So number 2's got 4 left. Yeah. 7 on Drea, that's right. And 2 shields. Number 4, it sounds like. So that'd be, 30 points in it. You've got 51 points in each of the locks. Don realising he forgot the ability of Bastion to take the lock. He forgot. Because that would have saved him an action this turn. Yeah, absolutely, Juice. That's exactly the thing to do. If he can take a lock on Lulo, which he may well do this turn, get in there and use it to then pummel down with Bastion and rinse repeat sort of thing is something definitely is a good idea. Absolutely correct. So it's Bastion just clearing his stress, but is going to focus barrel and just give him a second to regroup. Which, again, as you say, Jace, is surprising. I think I would have locked Lulo then, just done the 1 bank and stay where he is. Let Lulo go hunt. So we got double stressed, potentially triple stressed. Come forward. Triple stressed. Is he double stressed? Looks like. Ah, just the 1 stress. Okay, he didn't go over the first one. Looks like he was already on it. Okay. One second. Okay. Yes, backseat gaming is definitely easier than playing. So, is Lulo going to try and get in here? 2 back. I'm not sure that's exactly where Lulo wants to be. He takes the focus, just, yeah, I think that's sensible, just try and stay alive at this point. She gets range 2 through the rock. Just 1 hit. Keeping the focus for defense. 1 evade. Definitely the right call, I think. So Dre gets to dorsal turret at range 2. 2 hits. No need for the focus token. Gets the natural evades. I think that's a natural. Certainly fair. Guys are commenting and laughing at how fair that is to get natural rolls on natural rolls and to avoid all those. It's great. So range 2 obstructed. So we got 4 dice on Lula because she's not stressed. Gets the Dre reroll. 1 hit. 1 evade out of 4 dice. Wow. Dorsal turret. Gets 2 hits out of that one. Spend a focus. Takes no damage. Lula doing what Lula needs to do right then. Lula range 3. Yeah, so go on the range 3 obstructed, closest point. Doesn't look like that from our... Oh, there is an obstacle there, isn't there? So 1 hit. Does a shield damage at that range. So that's how dice work, yeah. That's Lilo's second shield. Sorry, I missed one from earlier.
That's half points on Lou.
Because she did lose one from the seismic charge earlier on. We'll have to put Doms in a really difficult spot now. Locks are just so strong. The amount of health that he's got left. So I think number 2 here is just going to play to try and bump Lulo, but I think knowing Dom, I think that's going to be a 3 bank to the right, down towards this middle debris here. Potentially boost round, or boost away. And Bastion doing the 2 bank around the outside. And clear stress this turn. Thank you, Ian, that's very kind. I have to whisper a little bit sometimes because the guys are just inside a door, so I'm on the other side of a wall, but hoping they can't hear me. And I'm contemplating. And I'm very aware it's a little bit different for me hearing it because I've got no I've got the sound of the commentary, the audio inside, and where you don't. But it's an interesting I mean, I don't know where to go from here. Bastion needs to get into the fight, needs to do something. She's going to settle there, and Lula's been left to deal with it by herself. This is not an easy prospect. Dom spoke while he was talking to Ben about his target priority already, as he was going for locks. I think I mentioned it. I'm not sure in that list that's the right target. I get that it limits the damage output from them, but I still think going for Dre with those rerolls, it's just got to be the right thing to do. And she's potentially easier to take off the board. She's got 7 and 2, where the locks have got the 6 and 3 with the extra shield.
So number 2. So 1 which will just bench here.
So it's just going to bump in. So just checking. They're pretty sure it won't clear, but they're just going to check. No, it's going to bump in. Does it land on the obstacle? Yep, it does go on the obstacle. And then roll for damage. I think if I'm counting this about 7 the time Ben's gone on obstacle today, but no damage this time.
This one, number 4.
And number 4, I'm going to go through an obstacle as well. Is it? Clear the stress, gain stress, roll for the damage. Still no. Andrea's going to try and hard to probably across the obstacle, or onto the obstacle. Yeah. So Dre across to the obstacle. Dre is stressing out as well. Dre takes a crit, which is an actual crit. Loose stabilizer. I mean that's a pretty 3 banks straight into the bump. I mean, Dre is going to shoot through the rock range one with a Dulcer turret, but may have Lilo range 1 into the lock as well. Yeah, Lilo has range 1 shot into number 4.
Number 4. Yep. We've still got 2 shots, yep? Yep. 1 hit. It does nothing.
So 1 hit, 1 of 8, clearly. And then Dre's got a range 1 obstructed into Lilo. So 2 hits from Dre. 3 of 8s from Lilo. All good. And that is it for shooting this turn. Okay, so we got 25 minutes left in the round. And Dom has the fortunate position where none of the locks can turn around this round, so Lulo should be able to get behind. Lulo's not stressed either, so it's a good position. But Bastion, however, is facing all of them. So this might be a turn where Bastion just says, you know what, I don't want to be there. Gives Lulo another turn of trying to get in behind and doing a bit of damage before they can turn around. I think we'll see a hard 2 to Lulo's left towards Ben's side of the board. Beast up, chase after Drea, maybe. At this point, if get a good, she's no shields left. If Lulo can try and get in behind her and try and get some damage onto her quickly, Dom has a good chance of pulling out this one. What do we think, guys? What are your thoughts on the position we're at now? It's by no means is this game over. It's close. And Bastion decided he is going to sit there in front of everything. Okay, I think Ben's going to use that opportunity to turn on him. Just going to mark Lulo, get her out of the way. So Ben looking at his options. Yeah, I think that would have been the call, but not what he seems to have gone with this time. No. So he's gone for the barrel roll. Not sure in his thinking on that one. I think he's probably trying to get away with number 2. Number 2 is damaged. So that is taking damage from that lead stabilizer. Oh, Ben actually read it wrong.
I thought it was after you, that's why I did that. Oh, right, no, it was, yeah. So you take a damage, but then that reverse.
So clear the lead stabilizer now.
Should have read it better. Okay, whoops. Setting mistake.
So just going to focus and rotate the arc to the rear. Gives him some shots. Excuse me, sorry, I just coughed there. Didn't want to blast your ears out with that. So range 2 obstructed shot on number 2. Yep. Or range 3 on number 4. Range 2 obstructed. Seems to be a shot. Yeah. Okay, so spend the focus for 2 hits. Takes 2 damage. So 2 health less than Nora. Okay. And Bastion. So range 2 into Bastion. From Bastion to number 4, sorry. 3 hits. That's 3 damage.
And because you've taken the damage charge, I fire a lock on them. 1, 2.
And 1. There we go. So Bastion now has defensive lock as well, so he can use that lock to force number 4 to reroll an attack dice.
Range 2, isn't it? Yeah, range 2. Primary? Primary? Guess so.
So spends the focus for 3.
Oh.
2 shields. And I hold damage.
Dorsal?
Spend the focus for no damage. I think Dom forgot M98 there. I think he is a bit tired and forgot that, but I'm not allowed to go in and tell him. I can only go in and force misplays, which that is not, as they're getting a trigger. You might remember in a minute. We'll see. Just gonna check how much health is on number 4. 1 second. Okay, the Stream Nobles are correct. For the whole damage anyway, for the Lock Revenant, this is number 5. Okay. This is turning into a really close game. Lulu's a bit disengaged here. He needs to come back in quickly and help Bastion out. He may remember from the next round, he may not. It's an easy thing to forget that you can use M98 to force your opponent to reroll a duck dice. When you've got 3 eyeballs, ulti might have been hoping that it wasn't going to be a worse one. Just thought he'd just take the damage. Don't know. But on the veteran turret gunner, he definitely should have forced the rerolls. He got 2 natural hits. So Bastion is probably going to play for a block here. So those are too hard in the focus. Hoping that the get a bump problem number 4, I think.
I'm trying to cause as many problems as possible.
I'm a bit surprised he didn't boost, knowing Dom was fairly confident that the lock was going to do the 2 hard, so I'm surprised he didn't just boost up. But I think he's caught the back one. He has caught number 4. And what are we doing? I think we're trying to... Can't really see what the maneuver is. So is it 3 hard? 3 Talon? No. I cannot tell if that fits or not. So they're going to call the TO just to have a look. So Dan's going to... Dan Flirt, we'll have a look and see if...
So you just need to that hash mark got to go right to temp. See if it is a template, because that looks like that. It's really close. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's better to get someone else to look.
So Dan just trying to...
I don't want to push him any further forward because I don't want to move my ship. No, that looks fine.
So Dan is calling that as in.
Moved it forward a little bit and it's still fine. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to push in. That's fine. That's why we just wanted you to. Yeah, that's cool. That's why we just wanted you to be the.
But it does look like that the Talon roll is out of arc for the shot. But that's where he has to go to fit the Talon roll. And then... Is that going to bump as well? No. Ben showing his good flying. So tightly fitting in there. That's close. Focus rotate. Don't think Lula's going to get a shot here. We'll see can Bastion survive. No. Out of arc. So Drea range 2 into Bastion. One hit. Oh, it's going to spend the focus or take one. So it takes the one.
So I want to try and take this with me. Yes.
So range 1 into the...
If I spend the focus, well, he's got two hits. So if I spend the focus, guaranteed, because he will definitely take two. Yes. So let's spend focus.
Just going to spend the focus. Kill him off. And there's a crit on the funnel. Okay, so let's see. He has remembered now that he can use N1J to force you to reroll dice.
Right, so if we do anything, reroll that dice. Yeah, sure. Because they're energy. Okay, so I can't reroll that. Take that one away. Drea reroll for that one.
Focus 3 hits into Bastion. And he dies anyway, so that's fine. So we got Lulo against a Lock and Drea, but Lulo is behind them, so... Number 4, still on 5 health, so it's 10 health versus a 2 health A-Wing. That's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. But Drea, I think, just 2 hards down to focus. Yeah. Dom's worth it. He needs to kill everything to guarantee the win, if he can do it. So deciding just to turn in, get the arcs on. Yeah, 11 minutes time is definitely against him. Spike damage needed from the A-Wing here. Excuse me. So Drea's just going to focus. She's got her arcs where she needs to, given the mods to number 4. I'm going to take that number away now. We know number 4 is the last remaining. So Lilo just trying to get round, stay behind. Hoping that he's arc dodged the lock. No arc. So good evading from Doms. I mean, he doesn't have. He's trying to get to a position where Drea's rerolls don't play a part in the game. So I think he's going to try and arc dodge, but he can't take too long. As Jesus said in the chat, time is definitely against Dom. He's got to try and get that damage through and get it through quickly. So he might just play for the block here. So Dom knew the Talon Roll was coming, but has he just done him one hard away? Has he just one harder to the right? Andre's just going to disengage for a minute. So this is kind of what Dom wants. He wants a one-on-one, so he can try and take out a ship. I'm just going to rotate Garth to the right hand side so she can come back in quickly and keep that ability up for the lock. It did do a 5 forward. Interesting. Considering Dom knew the Talon was going, he predicted it well. I think a 1 hard away would have been better. Just range 2 it looks like. That's what they're calling it. They decided before he nudged it. So get 3 dice. Spend the focus for 3. 2 damage goes through. 3 left. But now Dom's in trouble. Because the lock just turns towards him. Just 1 bank. Neither players have been keeping an eye on it. So neither player is paying attention to time. Now, if Ben thinks about this, he can just keep that Y-wing away for a long enough time that he just can't get enough damage through. But I think what's more likely is Ben will turn up with Drea. Sorry, it's been a long day. Turn up with Drea. The lock will just point guns at him. And Dom needs to try and get away with Lulu. It's going to be a very difficult thing to do in this situation. He's really got to kill the lock this turn to have a chance of trying to get into Drea. Hey Mo, how you doing? Just catching the tail end of the game here. We've got Dom versus Ben. Ben deciding that he doesn't want to have the lock engaging by himself, which is clearly the right call. And Dre's going to try and come up and help out. I expect to be a hard 2 from Lilo. Absolutely egregious. Definitely has to do that. But whether it's going to happen or not, I don't know. I'm a bit confused by the boost because I think that puts him too close to the rock. Might need to be 1 hard focus boost here, which means Dre is going to be the one playing, and I think the lock might just walk away. Because let's see. So if I take Dre, I don't take Dre down to 0 to find out. But with the points difference, I don't think it's enough to half Dre. He needs to kill one of them. And Dre is only worth 47, so I put them on 75, which is not enough points. He needs to kill them both to have any chance of winning the game. And with the time remaining as to do now, Ben is not playing for time, he's just thinking. I can see, I understand that completely. So if you are liking the stream, please do follow our Twitch stream or our YouTube channel, Firestorm Squadron Firecast. We've also got a Facebook page. If you would ever like to appear on the stream, in just for casual night game, like we've had Ian Courtney, Phil GC, Charles Deathrain Burkhold, all appear on our show, just for a bit of fun evening of X-Wing and chatting about different bits that we enjoy about the game or what it is we do in the game. And why we enjoy being part of this community that we have. So please do give us a like, please give us a follow. We'll keep you up to date as to what's going on. Drea deciding she wants to try and trap Lulo. Yep, range 2 obstructed, just about because of that hard turn. With the focus token. Focus for 2. Oh, he's not stressed, so he's going to roll 2 dice, so he's going to... Yep. So they did the right thing. They both rolled the correct dice. They both rolled back. That is the correct thing to do. When a player rolls the incorrect number of dice in attack, you must reroll all dice and go rerolling back through the steps. So, taking no damage there. I think it's going to be a 1 hard again. Oh, thanks, John. It's very nice to hear. That is great. So we really enjoyed doing it. There won't be one this Friday, unfortunately. We are all playing in the Hyperspace Trial in Aldershot on this Saturday, and I won't be at home. So we won't be running the stream that Friday, but we will 2 weeks the 2 weeks after, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. I need to check the calendar. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. That really keeps me going. I really love hearing that people are enjoying it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. That's the honest truth. So Dom playing forward here. Focus, rotate. Just going to try and live. So range 2. I'm not going to spend just 1 hit. Guess you evade. So 2 dice from Dre back into Lilo. Spend it for 2. Takes a crit. Oh, could this be end? It's a hull breach, so we're not really too worried about it. It does not matter at this moment in time. So I think Lilo's just going to run out of time now. 2 minutes left. Going to try play it out. Try get the end. Try and make it difficult for Ben. And Ben, I think, is just trying to put Drea in a spot where she can block Lulo. One bank clear the stress. The lock is saying that they're saying that the lock is unsure that Drea can do it by herself, so it's just going to come and help. Drea's 1 forward. Too hard. Is he going on that debris again? He's landed just inside it. He's not gone on it this turn. So we're coming to the last minute. This is probably going to be the last engagement, I think. So, but please do, if you ever want to appear in the stream and just come out, please do message through the Facebook page. Please come and spend some time playing something extreme that we love, whether it's competitive lists or not, or you just want to play for casual games, have a bit of fun, whatever you would like. So no such Andrea, and they are back into dials, so they had no engagement phase essentially, so they're just going straight back into dials. So we do have another round, but with this definitely being the last round, Dom cannot get the points even if he kills the Lock Revenant, which will grant him another what's my calculator? 26 points, which brings him to 154. It's just not enough to counter the damage. That is now time on round. So as I said, this would be the last engagement. Does he take the crit? No. Liz is just gonna focus and boost. Does the boost fit? The boost fits. Instantly, he has put him into the primary arc of Drea, but he wants to try to get the points. Thank you very much for that, Chip. It's very good to hear. So it's going to spend the focus for 3 damage. It kills the lock.
I mean, Drea could do the finish here, but just angrily like slaps the skirk. I looked at this and went, I think Lulo had if Lulo had time,
So
could take this, but Lulo's not
Range
time.
3.
range 3.
Never know. We'll see.
Super close game.
All I've got's heroic, so if I blank out, I might go alright.
Oh, there's one.
It survives. Okay, so that is the game. And if they had got half points, it still would have been lost, so it needed to kill.
I get everything but Drea.
Still needed to kill Drea.
So 153.
So I'm going to try and grab Dom real quick, just so we can get him on. Let's see what I thought of it. So bear with me 1 second.
Did you massive
Yeah. I mean,
figures.
Right, 1 second.
That was a bit in the first turn, but then after that point, I'm like, jeez. Sorry? Come. Yeah, good second one. Cool. Yeah, really enjoyed that. That was tense. Did well with your A-wing. We were just saying about it, this is really, really good game. Seeing Benny survive in that one turn. Massive. That A-wing is so I was tempted to chase it. And I was like, nah, because you would like exchange the bag. Yeah. Cool. Killed everything from Drea. One away from Drea.
Right, Dom is just coming out now. Should be in a second. Still some of you there watching, which is good. He's going to talk us through a few of his decisions, see what he thinks. Hopefully. Right, while he's doing that, hello. Really thank you so much for you guys watching. It's really good to see the numbers of people that are tuning in. Keeps me going, keeps me commentating. I've really enjoyed it today. I will be going home and going to bed shortly before I go to work. But I really appreciate it. Please do, any message you want to chuck at us on the Facebook page, search for the Firestorm Squadron Firecast, you will find us. And you can let us know what you're doing in X-Wing, what you want to do to join us. So here comes Dom. Here he is. Hello. Yeah, you can sit down.
I'm going to sit in the chair.
I mean, I might as well be sitting down here. It looks like I am. Okay, so let me mute the other bit so I can't hear things in my ear and it's confusing me. There we go. So, difficult game.
It was.
Very tense game.
It was a really good game. It was a push, but it was a really good game.
Yeah, some really good comments on this. I mean, there's a lot of people watching and kind of seeing what was going on. Some interesting thought from Juice in particular about the Bastion list. He's been running a pattern analyzer, which we were talking about, which is cool. I'm going to have to take that, so give me 1 second. You're going to have to talk through your list and then interview Ben for me.
Myself. Yeah, well, that's an issue. Right, I guess I'll put this on. I don't really know why I've got this on, but that's what I'm going to go for. Yeah, so
was a really, really tense game. It was really good. It was really good practice for me with the Bastion list, of course. My list being Hyperspace Hyperspace Legal. Ben's list is a full-on extended list, so it's not a list that I have to worry about. Definitely not a list I have to worry about in the upcoming Hyperspace trials, which is nice. But yeah, Veni took a bit more damage than I was expecting in the initial engagement, especially from the unmodded, well, the untokened lock. But yeah, it is what it is. And then after that, it was all just about control and trying to get the range controls and blocking where I could and getting Veni as much out of Veni as I could. Veni probably lived a turn longer after that initial engagement, which allowed me to get that extra proton bomb, which did that extra 4 damage, which was really big. And then Lulo went to town, which is great. Lulo went to town, which is really good. Yeah, I think if it had more time, there was definitely a chance that might have been able to pull it back for the win. I mean, Lulo did only have 1 health, so it was a lot of thinking and arc dodging. But time ran out, so not unhappy with the result. 180 to Ben and 153 to me. So yeah, really good practice and time for next week. But that puts me 2-2 for the day, which is the worst tournament result I've had with the list. But yeah, good practice. It was an extended event, so not too unhappy. Which is cool. Nick wants to have a quick chat with Ben, so I will go and try and see if he's up for a quick chat, and whether it's with me or Nick, and see what's going on. But cheers, guys.
Sorry about that. Hello, you still there? I am still here. Right, let me just check in with Dom and see what's going on. 1 second. Right, sorry about that. I had to pop off, and Dom had to explain what was going on. So there you go. It's got Ian, John, a couple of people watching. A few people saying
Yeah.
it was a good game, enjoyable. So you played that really well, I thought.
Yeah, I was quite happy with that.
Yeah.
Again, I was quite concerned. I've seen Dom's list before.
Yep.
I've seen him play it a couple of times,
Mm.
and I know Venny scared me.
Tanky.
Yeah.
Very tanky.
So I just had to try and take the bomber down as quick as I could.
Yeah.
Venny surviving that one round. I thought I'd take Venny out that one turn before.
Yeah.
She survived, and I was like, oh.
She's
Sort
so
of a game of
she's
swings
so
and
much.
roundabouts.
Yeah, I mean, we got to spend the tokens early.
Yeah.
I mean, that was quite key. I'm not. His dice rolls weren't massively below. I think they were pretty average.
Pretty average, I think.
Pretty
yeah.
average. I think he wanted the range 3 engagement. The bomb was still coming with the obstacle whereas I thought he would have taken the one on the other side. I didn't know if it would reach that one, so to avoid the damage on Lulo. But I think his call was still a decent call.
Yeah, I think I had to. I kind of had to ignore the bombs. I think again, I'm not sure if that was the right call. And just try not to worry about the bombs because I could have split all my Loki's up to try and avoid the bombs. But
Yeah.
I thought no, keep them together and just try and go for the bomb
Yeah,
as quickly
I mean,
as possible.
as we said in the last game, you have so much health in those ships.
Yeah,
To take the odd bomb and a
just
shield
sort
and
of
stuff
take
isn't
the odd shield. I mean,
isn't too
proton
bad at all.
bombs, when you got shields, just take shields.
So that puts you on 4-0 for the day.
Yeah,
I think you are the only 4-0. I think.
yeah, quite happy with
I'm
that.
not sure, so should be a pretty good MOV as well. So
Yeah,
again, well done. And
thank you.
so, what's your next event you're going to?
It may be. Oh, I'll see if there's any other ones before. But the only one I'm penciled in at the moment is the hyperspace in Thailand.
Okay,
Which
When's
is
that?
On the 4th of May.
4th May.
So,
Cool.
I'll see if I can get some tournaments in before then.
Okay.
Um,
You're not at Old Shot next weekend?
No, I'm a busy Saturday.
Ah,
Unfortunately,
fair
otherwise I'd like to go. But
That's
yeah.
cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought Dom. Hats off to Dom as well. I thought you played that really, really well
Yeah.
as well. I mean, yeah, it's a tough list to go against, and I thought he played that as well as he could have done.
I mean, it's interesting when you had the points
his
down.
A-wing was he
Yeah.
played that perfectly. So
When the points were the way they were, I mean, I realised somewhat at the same time that he did, where he had to kill both of your ships,
yeah,
and that was a really difficult thing. I think he might have forgot Bastion. Bastion had the lock on the one that shot him with the veteran turret and got 2 hits. I think he could have forced you to reroll one of the dice, and he forgot.
Oh, okay.
So he might have saved himself 1 damage on Bastion there, but I think in the long run it didn't matter. I think he
Yeah.
piled 4 damage into him at the end, and just took him off the board completely.
Yeah, I think
But it
was
really
quite
was a great game to
quite
watch, and
well done.
everyone
Just
enjoyed watching it. It seems
missed
so.
a few things.
Yeah, a couple, but it's been a long day. You've been tired. It's hot in there.
Yeah, I think
tends to
I
happen.
missed a veteran turret gunner that I could have had.
I think
as
you may have
well
missed one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realised that after, but
Yeah, it was cool.
we missed things.
But it's
Long-
cool.
long day.
But again, you did really well. It was
Yeah,
a super game
thanks.
to watch.
Yeah,
and
it's been really good fun.
love to have you on again. So I'm sure we'll
Yeah,
see you some
definitely.
stage. So anyway, thank you very
Great,
much for that.
thank you.
Right,
Cheers.
cheers. Right, guys. For any of you that are still hanging on, there's a couple of you still there. Thank you very much for watching today. That is going to be the end of our stream for today. We won't have a stream on Friday this time round, as I say, because the event is on. We'll be in Old Shot, but hope to have one 2 weeks after that. So 3 weeks from the Friday just gone, if that makes any sense to anybody whatsoever. But thoroughly enjoyed being on here today. Really enjoyed having you guys to chat with and to talk to while we went through the games. So I hope you all have a nice evening, and I'll see you again soon. Keep an eye on our Facebook page for any updates. As I say, I'll let you know what's going on. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye.